Pat Show is not affiliated with the New England Patriots nor the NFL. It is what it is.
1, 2, 3, 28. Wow! Let's go! Pat Show! Let's go! Pat Show! Talk about Brady and Edelman! Talk about Gronk and the second day! Talk about Leonard and the Lowly! And talk about Belichick and his team! Let's go! Pat Show! Let's go! Pat Show!
How about that?
Let's go! Pat Show!
Yeah! You want to talk about the boost of energy I didn't need, says the guy who hasn't slept in 4.5 days and will see nothing resembling a bed until I lay me down after the Pats kick the crap out of the Chiefs celebrating the first game of the 2017 season. What is up, Pats people, pigskin pals, Foxborough fanimals, football freaks, and gridiron geeks? It's your old pal Fitzy, Nick Stevens here alongside the Minister of Pats Propaganda, Mike Dussault, and welcome to the kickoff episode for the 2017 season of Pat Show. I'm psyched! Come on, man. How about that theme song? How'd you like that tune, right?
I needed the theme song. It's got me so fired up. I mean, between the game tomorrow, do your job on Monday or Sunday night. Tonight we got the America's game. I don't know how I'm going to handle this week. I'm
honest to God, I'm just walking around with, like, you guys can't see it, but I've got one of those, like, I've got like an injury pack wrapped around my groin for Brady boner management because I can't handle it, man. This is insane. Do Your Job 2, which I haven't watched yet. Gonna watch that tonight on NFL Network. The America's game. Also, there's this guy who's like in the Top 10 Brady Games special that's airing at 10 o'clock on NFL Network 2. You should watch.
Who might that be?
He's a super handsome guy.
What?
He looks a lot like looks like a distant Kennedy maybe, or like weathered Mel Gibson, maybe like
weathered Mel Gibson.
Maybe like Phil from Modern Family. I don't know, but I think he's a familiar face to Foxborough friends. By the way, mad props, hip hops, and hoorays to our friends at Tester who composed the Pat Show theme song. I mean, yeah. How's everyone else's Facebook Live show with a kick-ass theme song? The theme song Pat Show is by Tester. They're at Tester13 on Facebook. Big shout out to Tony and Chucky. Yeah. They're awesome.
They crushed it. They crushed it. Wow. I mean, it's so much better than us just yelling Pat Show. Like, I mean, you know.
That was fun, but
that was fun. Little Wayne's World even.
But that was the preseason,
yeah.
And this is the real season.
Real season now.
Right, real season, real theme song. By the way, I don't think there's a restaurant in the North End where you can't come in and say, like, hey, where's Tony and Chucky? And you're not going to get, like, the kind of love that Pat Show song gave you. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this at home right now. You know, I'm just going to take them off and pull them up to you. Shout out to my friend at Jennifer Effect. Yeah, we got the awesome theme song, and for the real season, how about the custom kicks? Check that out, right? Dude, look at that. Hey, honestly, you know, with all apologies intended and all respect to Mr. Kraft, this is how you go custom Patriot shoe right there. Look at that. It's even got the Lombardi in the back to it with the
Flashy.
5 Super Bowls.
Flashy.
These are my official Mr. Rogers Pat Show shoes, and I freaking love them. All right, buddy.
Let's get going. This
How
is
you
the
doing,
season. All right, let's just do it. Let's get into it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You can't. You are so like, this is how you handle it. I handle it with just like lots of extra verbs and adjectives and loud noises. I don't know why we're yelling. Actually, I do.
Yes.
Because they kick off tomorrow.
Here we go. It's tomorrow night. We've been waiting all summer for this, and you know, there's no time. It's like cuts just happened, and now it's like Thursday night, bang, here we go. You know, we're right off on it. So
I like this.
It's huge.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with the 90-man roster that they cut down to 53.
Love it. Yeah.
And there's just like no time to grow attached. Like, because of the moves that got made and everything else, I couldn't even be sad about the guys that left. I barely had time to get excited for the new guys that came in.
It's crazy.
And you know, fans all over the region and all throughout Patriots Nation have just been going crazy because there's no time for further finalysis. It's here. It's tomorrow night. So I think without further ado, though, we'll get into some roster thoughts and our big fat preview and what people are talking about on social media in just moments. But first, we wanted to share with you guys a little video. Me and Mike and a bunch of friends, my brother, Pats fans all over the region worked on together. It's a little something that just started off basically in my front yard and in my hometown of Braintree, Mass. That's grown into a thing now. We used to call it the Shit Pats Fans Say videos, but now we call them the Pats Fans. And we all got together and over the past week whipped up basically what we thought are all the things that you're thinking about, you said all summer long. So without further ado, ladies and gentle friends, here is the 2017 season preview from the Pats fans. We'd like to inquire about donating our ACLs.
It's for a friend.
Knock, knock. Who's there? 28-3.
That scoreboard? Right here. Can you imagine how many James Whites are going to be born this November? Amendola.
Who's the hotter model, Giselle or Amendola?
Ooh, my handsome Danny boy. Danny boy. Always love to score in the Super Bowl.
The Patriots are favored in every game this year.
And they should be.
What's scarier, the Pats offense or that new It movie?
IT for Kyrie. Damn.
Even with Gilmore, you gotta pay Butler.
50? Brady can play till he's 80.
If you think about it, Brady kind of eats like a goat.
Turns out Tom Brady's not the only thing you shouldn't stare at for too long without special glasses. Brady should use Dracarys as an audible this season.
Maybe Gronk shouldn't be wrestling, you know, because he had a broken back.
Concussions? Giselle's not a doctor. She just plays one in my dreams.
I mean, you guys really think that Bill Belichick would ever let David Price talk to Eck like that?
Miami thinks they can beat the Patriots this year. That's covfefe.
Stores selling Halloween candy in the summer is shit.
Bill Belichick is going to build a huge wall around all those trophies. And believe me, Goodell's going to pay for it.
You know, not that it matters now, but if Coney Ely's first name was Robert, they wouldn't mention him on ESPN.
I got the full fever, son.
Mr. Mayor, any consideration to making the Monday after every Patriots game a holiday, or maybe the Monday after the Super Bowl?
My friend, every day is a holiday. We're all Patriots fans.
The Pats bought 2 of their own planes. That's super gangster.
You had a 25-point lead. A 25-point lead! And you blew it!
Is it Donta or Dante Hightower?
It's crazy.
Just in case I see him at the gym.
Blitz for 6? I say the Pats go with eat a bag of 6.
Yep. What does Coach say?
Do your job!
How many days off?
No days off!
Pour one for Edelman. That's a lot of good beer we're wasting.
Blitz for 6. We need to win this for Jules.
How huge is the Cooks trade looking now?
Brandon Cooks.
So fast. I'm not convinced Edelman is done because they didn't kill him with dragon glass.
I don't give a shit
line is
how
awesome.
the loss of Edelman affects anyone's fantasy team.
This is the year Hogan becomes a household name.
Rex Burkhead. Sounds like he should be on a soap opera.
I'm gonna miss Blunt.
I'm gonna miss Ninkovich.
I'm all about the 2017 Pats, but I'm never gonna stop celebrating Super Bowl 51. Toss to White.
This is perfect. It's
It's almost a perfect.
For the touchdown!
It's almost a perfect simulation.
Perfect.
Against
If I had
8-year-olds.
to pick between sex and Tom Brady, it'd be sex. But I'd be thinking about Tom Brady.
No days off.
Roger that. True words. No truer words, Lenny. Yeah. That's always fun. You know what? Now, you know what? I help, you know, it takes a village to make that. Thanks to everyone, my friends at WAF, my radio partner, Maddie Blake, the good people at Castle Island Brewing,
Gronk's
Mike
girlfriend.
Shoulder for
My
doubling.
shoulder, my
Mike's
shoulder.
doubled at me as me at the tailgate.
What was sexier, my shoulder or Gronk's girlfriend?
Camille Kostek or your shoulder?
Back though.
To get back to you, the back of your shoulder. It does have a nice, it has a nice slope to it. And she's just there in the Zooty suite. We're hanging out, thanks to Trish Nelson, who runs Zooty, you know, the presenting sponsor for the Pats, and they invited us to a game, and we asked if we could film there, weave that into our preview, and then I have no idea who she is. She's just this very attractive woman there, and someone says, oh, there's a former Patriots cheerleader here. I walk up to her, say, hey, my buddy wrote this funny line for the video, maybe you could be in it. It's just a benign little YouTube thing. She's totally into it. We film it. I'm unaffected. We set the scene. We shoot it twice. She laughs a ton. Thanks so much. We follow each other on Instagram. I get 200 new followers in like half an hour. I'm like, what the hell? And then someone's like, psst, that's Gronk's girlfriend.
Didn't know.
Thank God I didn't know in advance.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would have been like, Mrs. Pretty Lady person. Well, you know, with the Gronk and everything. What'd you do this? And I would have blown it. Absolutely would have blown it.
Instead,
but,
you played it cool the whole time.
yeah, just got to be cool, man. Those are so fun to make, and if you guys want to watch that any further, it's on Fitzy's YouTube channel, the Fitzy GFY, all that stuff. You guys know where to find it. All right.
Football.
All right, so we're down to the 53. Belichick in true Trader Bill, Filene's basement, bargaineer mode swung some great deals, unexpected cuts, kept a couple guys I didn't see sticking around on the 53, and has now picked up a couple of guys that we've developed instant social media crushes on. Just walk me through all the deals, starting with Brissett for Dorsett, which easily has to be the only trade in the NFL history that ever involved one guy with the last name ETT for another guy that ends in ETT.
It's a crazy trade. I mean, I think everybody was totally shocked by it. I know a lot of people putting together their 53-man roster was like, could we leave Brissett off? We don't really need that third quarterback this year. And, you know, it kind of made sense because the Patriots didn't really seem to think they needed him either, so they swung him for Philip Dorsett. So, I mean,
it started with a text or something like that?
Text, I guess. I know. Yeah. It's crazy. The Patriots kind of inquiring about him. So it's a fascinating move. And it's kind of funny because people seem really excited and everyone just went, whoa, we got all these deep threats now. But it's somehow, I think a lot of people are forgetting of how many wide receivers have crashed and burned here, not to mention ones that came in like 4 days before the season starts. So temper expectations a little bit there. I think it's going to be a work in progress with Dorsett. Maybe they just throw him out there and be like, just run down the field. That's all you got to do. Run down the field. If you're open, Brady will throw it to you. If not, just run down the field.
You be fast.
Be fast.
Maybe that's his play call. All right, because you got to remember, too, Belichick often flames out with wide receivers taken in the third round, a la Taylor Price. All the second rounders, more often than not. Insert 2013 starting cast and the Chad Jacksons, if you will. He'd never take a wide receiver in the first round, except if he can trade for it
there you go.
With Cooks, which I think we're going to work out. And now he swings a deal where he takes a third round developmental project of a quarterback who pops in his final preseason game. Little does this poor guy realize that it's an audition for the Colts. Think he would have played well if he knew that was the case?
Sorry.
He would have totally tanked that game last week. Maybe he would have been cut. But now you get a first-round project that has kind of flamed out in Indy. Yeah. What if he turns out to be the burner? What if he turns out to be T.Y. Hilton 2.0?
I mean, look out. You know, I mean, again, I think we said it last show. So many years of we need a deep threat, now we need a shallow threat. So we'll see how it all works out. I think the move that I'm really excited about, though, is Cassius Marsh, who's got a great name.
Right.
I mean, and he just has the look, and it's kind of everything that I felt like this Patriots team needed.
And he's the new defensive end,
New defensive end from Seattle.
Sure about
they traded, I mean, it's like a long process where this Patriots originally traded Justin Coleman and then got a 7th back, and then they sent the 7th to, and then they got Cassius Marsh back. I know Seahawk fans, we're talking to Seahawk fans, very disappointed they lost him.
Right.
But biggest thing with this team is when you look, you lose Ninkovich, you lose Sheard, you lose Long. I don't really care how this guy fits in the scheme. I know that you can stick him out there on third down, and he's going to go get the quarterback. And that's, you know, he's got all the tattoos, he's got the crazy hair. I mean, he plays high energy. I think it's everything that the team needed. So I know Dorsett's kind of got all the bells and whistles, but Marsh is the guy for me, kind of a defensive guy. Very excited about him.
Hey, listen, knowing the way that they have wrangled and adjusted and finagled his contract, if Dorsett, it was always like, who's the new Edelman, rather? But if Dorsett becomes the new Amendola a year or two from now, and they hold on to him, and they can, take the mud in the river and turn it into gold, Belichick style. Yeah. That'd be brilliant. But I'm pumped and jacked, shirtless Pete Carroll style, about the Marsh trade too, because this feels like the Chris Long void. You get the extra defensive end. Now we can definitely count on some extra pressure aside from Flowers coming off the line.
Absolutely.
Everyone that reads Seahawks, that does the Hawks blogs and is a big Seattle fan, said, like, man, this stinks. I understand why they swung the trade, but it basically ends up Justin Coleman in a 5th for Cassius Marsh. High motor guy, fills in like the Chris Long role, maybe supplants a little bit of what you lose with Ninkovich. Like, that's exactly what they needed.
So let's roll, They got, I mean, there's a lot of juggling still going on at the bottom of the roster. It's, you can't get too carried away with that. Guys are in one day and out the next.
Right.
But, on such a short time frame, I think you'll have a chance after the game to kind of rejigger, reset, and then figure out what you need for going
forward. And all the other RE words for who else is on the roster.
Redo it, reset it.
By the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't just like the tiniest bit. I just gotta pour a little bit. It'll dry on its own. It's so friggin' hot in here. I had to pour one for Austin Carr. I told you someone was going to pick him up.
I know. Well,
they kept Hollister over Carr?
Yeah, well, that's a big one. I mean, Hollister, and then the other one was Cole Croston, who's an offensive lineman that, I think everybody was just penciling in Ted Karras.
Croston, that's out by Worcester, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just south of it.
Yeah.
A guy from Iowa, big offensive lineman. So, again, he made the team initially. We'll see if he sticks for the next couple of weeks, but good for him. I mean, I think you have, they have 2 or 3 undrafted rookies, 2 undrafted rookies that made the roster, and then there's like 4 on the practice squad, I think.
Yeah, we got a second Butler on the defense now.
Who's another guy excited to be exciting about the pass rush. So it's just amazing. Every year, the Patriots, there's just a flock of undrafted free agents that make the team, and I think it speaks to that it really is a level playing field there. And you know, guys come in, they perform, they win jobs. It's nobody's spot is assured based on how they were acquired or how much they were paid.
No, and as we can be certain, just like over the last week, as we've seen too with the reconfiguration of the roster, it's always a work in progress. It's always in flux, and if these guys don't perform or live up to it, then see you on the taxi squad, or they're going to find someone else on somebody else's 8 to 10 man sub roster, their little taxi squad, that they'll hopefully work their way into as well. So we'll see, but I hope these 53 stick, because right now they've addressed every single possible need we thought they had. We, the armchair general managers, and then some. Now, obviously, we're not the only idiots that have a ton to say about the Patriots, and we're not the only ones that are chirping and barking on social media, letting the hot takes fly fast and Foxborough furious. Plenty of other things going on we thought we would share with you guys, and what we like to call our little hot slice of Tweetia, the tweets in the media and everything else. This was my favorite tweet this week from a Patriots player. This has nothing to do with football, and that's why I love it. Patrick Chung, who's actually a pretty good follow on Twitter. I don't know who your favorite Pats follow is.
Yeah, Chung's up there for sure.
Chung's pretty solid.
You know, I like the guys who always have their daily horoscope auto-tweeted every day, and then I try to apply it.
Can't get enough.
I try to apply it to their career. It's like Cyrus Jones, you know, he's one of them, and it's like, oh, what does that have to say about his punt returns, you know?
Right. Cyrus Jones.
Sorry, Cyrus.
Oh, and by the way, the ACLs we were donating in the video, spoiler alert, they weren't for Cyrus Jones. Oh, thanks, brother. 16 ounces of gin. That's how I roll. The only way I make it through. Patrick Chung, hate when dudes sit in the car and watch their woman pump the gas. Grow up, boys. There you go. Man up. Do your job. Yep. Attaboy for calling out the fakers and the players. Good job, Pachung. All right. In terms of getting ready for the Patriots-Chiefs matchup, Mike Loico, who does some great work on Twitter, always has a little bit of the inside word in the buzz, tweeted this out the other day. Since the last game versus the Chiefs, when they were declared dead, of course, we all know very well.
They're not good anymore.
Trent Dilfer, let's face it, Mike, the New England Patriots, they're not good anymore. Since those words were uttered on Monday Night Football, the dynasty was declared over. 43-9, 2 Super Bowl titles.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Is that good? I'm not a big numbers guy. I mean, I know they never lie, but that's good, right?
I think so. I think so. I'm not a math guy again.
Right.
There's no math on Pat's show, but it seems like they have more wins than losses.
Much love being shown the way. I feel like all the hate's being steered towards the Red Sox now, and we'll get towards that in a couple minutes, and we'll address that momentarily. But a lot of seems like there's some national love for the Pats, because look what the Cubs did. Now maybe this was Theo. Maybe Theo has a little love for the Pats. I certainly probably wasn't a Joe Madden move. The Cubs go on a road trip and they wear Brady jerseys. They're wearing Pats jerseys on the road. Do you ever think you would come to a time when you'd see a non-Boston team coming off of a world championship wearing another Boston team's jerseys?
I mean, they're one-upping me. I mean, like, I'm a pretty big Patriots fan. I didn't think I would do that, and here are the Cubs doing it. Like, you know, it's good for them. I guess I'm kind of a Cubs fan now, a little bit.
Right. Does that make now are we rooting for them?
NL? Well, since the Red Sox are cheaters now, we need to find a team that doesn't cheat.
Whoa, hot take, easy, easy. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Can you see a rusher from your backyard in that one? Okay. Here is now speaking of Kansas City and stats and facts about this game. Someone tweeted at me this week. Anyone else nervous that this Thursday is September 7th? They're playing Kansas City. It was also September 7th, 2008. The stars are aligning a little too much.
Okay, you know what?
Now we're getting coincidence. I swear to God, if they bring out Bernard Pollard as an honorary captain, I'm leaving the stadium. I'm leaving the stadium.
That game sticks out to me so much, too, because you remember they came out in white jerseys, and that was the initial moment of,
it was 90
what the hell are they
degrees
wearing white jerseys for? But I don't even know if they had worn white jerseys in forever. And they had that, the thing that always stands out is the big Gene Upshaw patch. So the big GU that's on it. So anytime you see like something from week 1 of 2008, I'm always like, oh, goo, the Brady ACL game, no. You know?
Little did we realize that GU that day meant going under.
Yeah, right?
Oh, what, too soon? What the frig, people? Easy. Knock it off. I remember that game specifically because I went with a couple of Chiefs fan friends who came to town. Brady got injured, and then I decided on my own, of my own volition, to play a little game called Let Me See If I Can Empty Gillette Stadium of all their Coors Light. Final score, Stadium 1, Fitzy nothing. But I want you to know I almost died valiantly in effort. So that was tough. That was a sad day. It was like 95 degrees too. They'll never wear their home whites again.
Oh, yeah.
All right, get that tweet out.
Get out, moving on.
Easily the winner for funniest football tweet of the week comes from the most necessary non-Patriots follow on all of the social medias, at PFT Commenter, works for Barstool Sports. Diana Rossini of ESPN tweets out, Panthers sources tell me Christian McCaffrey has his own separate playbook, a large part of offense devoted to him. Sidebar, I have a huge fantasy crush on Christian McCaffrey, and if you guys got him in your draft or you're thinking about it, do it because he's going to be awesome. PFT Commenter retweets with quote, yeah, it's called the Bible. That is the best. That is next level.
He is.
That's next level funny.
As I've said, if I had one follower on Twitter, it'd probably be him. I think he's my favorite.
I think he would be my
brilliant guy. Brilliant guy.
I mean, after I follow you.
Yeah. Mutual.
Right. I mean, after each other.
And Tom Brady.
He's not Twitter. He's on Instagram. I know.
All right.
Okay. Next one. This is where. Okay. This, if you guys see, this
Big
is
balls.
actually what we're looking forward to seeing tomorrow night. Now, Mike and I will be there. Hopefully, some of you lucky fans and freaks will be down there as well. These are the giant footballs that they were bringing in to erect the mega trophies that are going to be part of the ceremony tomorrow night. When I see these things, the first thing that comes to mind is, A, I want you in my yard. I need you in my life. B, where the frig do you make these things? Who do you call and just say, like, can I get a... Yeah, I'm going to need 5 giant, replica. I need 5 giant metal footballs that are, like, serrated and, like, just so the wind can pass through them as well, too. Like, obviously, they're very
you don't want them blowing into the stands.
Right.
That'd be dangerous.
Those things are incredible.
You got to have the craft, you got to have the craft Super Bowl money.
Right.
They're buying planes. What's a couple inflatable footballs?
And now, as we later saw, these footballs became part of our next little thing here. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Ready? And there's my boner.
It's big erection.
And that's that. Let me tell you what, folks. That is not the only erection at Gillette Stadium at that moment, nor will it be Thursday night. What? Well, I'm not just the guy going there. We're being honest. That's it. Yeah, seriously, I see those. That's about how long it takes my Pat's Pant tent to go. Well, you are lying through your lying liar teeth if you don't feel the same way.
Does it take 4 guys to get yours up too?
Wow. If I wasn't connected to a microphone, I might get up and do like a Springer dance after that sick burn. Nice job, buddy. Good on you.
Jokes.
Nothing but jokes. Now, as the excitement builds for tomorrow night, obviously we're thrilled to see very like gaunt Giselle-esque, like emaciated
so
Tom.
Smooth.
I know. Now that's the thing. He looks like he was just born.
Yeah.
He looks like he does. He looks. So, look at that. Look at how gaunt he is now.
We got to put up a like rookie year Brady one where he just looks so puffy. Like all he was doing was drinking Bud Light during college the whole time. Now it's like this is vegetable quinoa.
Yeah. No.
Brady.
Right. And like, listen, I'll take whatever Brady I can get.
We're playing one of the best teams in the AFC. As last year they were the 2nd seed. So. They try to make this game, big. They got, good teams playing, and, we know we're going to have to play a great game in order to win.
Wow, his boring ass insight. He is already in mid-season put me to sleep mode. My God. He does not have to be a great interview to be the greatest of all time. No one ever said GOAT stood for
Let's
Gabby.
just look at him. Let's just look at him and think about his footballing. That's all I
Right.
do.
Although that said, now you're making me nostalgic for like Bee Stung, Bud Light, Hershey Bar, Tara Reid's snake boob Brady.
Trick-or-treating.
Although she threw the 2002 season down the drain.
Ooh,
so.
yeah, all right.
Now, the season of Gronk is also upon us now. Everyone's hoping for a healthy Gronk. It's a very necessary component to the Patriots being successful with the absence of the Edelman and everything. And with this healthy new Gronk, also a bit slimmed down, comes the mass media appeal of the most bankable star the Patriots have now and maybe ever. First, Gronk appears in a new Dunkin' Donuts ad, and these are like one step above the Sullivan Tire commercials with Dustin Pedroia. At least Gronk's got enough of personality to make these things hold up, but here, let's take a look. There's our sweet logo. You guys like our logo? It's pretty awesome.
Do whatever. Right? Wow, we need some music.
What am I doing again?
This is terrible.
That wasn't scripted.
Wow. Trusting wide receivers and tight ends to improvise. Is that Brady? Was that Gronk thrown to Odell?
Just having fun. Just having fun drinking.
Yeah, you know, just having fun in the 90-degree midday sun, drinking hot coffee.
That was a mistake. The cup.
Yeah.
I don't even think he knew that they were actually shooting it. He's just talking the whole time.
See, yeah, this is coffee.
How did he not catch a one-handed coffee? Where's the direction?
I know. I can't believe they're actually making me yearn for the days of Ortiz and Gronk rapping together. Those were terrible, but those were like our kind of wonderful terrible.
They were our wonderful terrible.
This feels like national Gronk.
Get the Giants out of here. Just get the Giants out of here. Your one-handed catches.
Do you like seeing, do you want to see, where do you stand on the whole fraternizing with the enemy early in season?
It's fine. I don't really give a If
Yeah.
it was Bernard Pollard though,
sure,
get that guy out.
No, Gronk would have spiked it. That would have ended.
That would have been
terrible.
scary, but
Yeah.
He's got nice hair. I like looking at Odell Beckham's hair.
It's fine.
How do you not do a one-handed coffee?
Right. How do you not do? Yeah. How does Gronk throw him a coffee and you don't do that? Right.
I don't know.
All right. It looks like we just got hired an ad agency.
Call us.
Also, this is the best Gronk video that's gone on this week. Love this. This is from Madden 18. This is what happens when Gronk scores a touchdown.
Finish
him! Gronk spike is now the new finishing move. That's the best thing ever.
I love it. I love it. If you did that really in a game, I think that'd be fun.
Now he's in a totally. That's so freaking awesome.
He'd probably get fined though.
Fatality. Finish him. He should have been able to he should have pulled his helmet off and pulled his spine from his back too. But I understand, fine. It's GOAT mode. It's family friendly.
It's probably a suspension.
And then, you think that's suspendable? Is that 4 games? Probably. He's in the Katy Perry video now too.
That's all they had him do. Just stand there
Just that.
Like you're full of personality. Stay there and just hold the sign up.
Right. Don't you think they could have gotten more out of him?
Get on this.
I feel like his usage in that Katy Perry video is like what would happen if Gronk was in Cleveland. They wouldn't know what to do with him. Like, you got all that talent there. Now he's on the cover of local papers. The Boston Business Journal has Gronk on the front cover.
All the Gronks.
This is 2017. All the Gronks. Gronk Inc. They're just, it is such a brilliant business plan.
They're Gronking it.
Gordy Gronk is a freaking genius, man.
It's a verb now.
Yeah.
Gronk it, it's like,
He almost might lose his name because his name is going to actually belong to the public domain because to Gronk is actually going to mean, it's like Netflix or Xerox or Kleenex. All right. Let's actually turn our attentions now from the social media, from all the finalysis and the fandanglings otherwise. Let's just get straight into it. We got an actual football game tomorrow night, folks. 8:30 on the 10th. The Sunday Night Football on Thursday night. It's Chiefs at Pats. Yes, this has been played many times before. It was in the playoffs 2 years ago. They played on Monday, 2014, 2011. I think that was it. We were out there.
Yeah.
These guys play a lot for a team. For two teams that don't necessarily have a rivalry when you think of Pats rivalries, Pats and Chiefs have played a lot. I don't think this game is going to be, even with the absence of Edelman, I don't think this game is going to be that close because it's the Pats got a little bit better, and I think the Chiefs actually are taking a little bit of a step back, a little bit on defense, a little bit on offense. What do you got?
I hear that, and I think that's totally valid. I think the Chiefs have always scared me, and I know that sounds silly. You're like, Alex Smith, who does he scare? But I think that the one thing about the Chiefs is, and say what you will about Andy Reid, but he knows the Patriots. He knows how you have to play the Patriots to beat them. He hasn't done it a whole lot, but he knows how the game has to unfold. I think that the Chiefs don't make a lot of mistakes, and I think the Patriots prey on mistakes.
Right.
Especially in the first game of the season. These games can really tend to be sloppy, weird. Remember like a few years ago in Miami where it's like a shootout, just strange. So I think this game is one of those where they didn't have a lot of tackling in training camp. It's going to be whichever team holds onto the ball, makes the correct plays on special teams and tackles well. Play the cleanest football, you win the game. But, you just don't want it to be one of those fluky games where they return a punt for a touchdown and, you're trying to throw something to Phillip Dorsett down the field and force it and he gets picked. That's the stuff you don't want to see.
Why is he going deep to Matthew Slater? Words you do not want to hear.
No more.
Get off Twitter if that
again.
happens. You don't want to be, don't be on Twitter most of the game anyway. Watch it and appreciate it like a fan. Enjoy your parties.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be live tweeting the entire experience from the stands. But
no,
I get what you're saying because Amendola's auditioning or lobbying to be the punt returner, but we all know whenever it's not been Edelman over the last couple of years, don't even get me started on Harper.
We're not going back to Harper's Muff.
Chris Harper in 2015 in Denver. Harper's Muff, may we never forget. Or his well, he muffed the punt, and his name was Chris Harper. So, Like we gave it a 60s war movie title, like Coogan's Bluff, we called it Harper's Muff.
The whole season was just going amazing, and then Harper's Muff.
21-7 in Denver, they're 10-0
Done.
with a depleted offensive ranks. All they got to do is catch that punt, they win that freaking game. Who knows how the rest of that season goes? We know they end up in the AFC Championship
2017.
in Foxborough.
We're on 2017. Let's go.
Like Jerry Thornton said, the real heroes are the ones who never made it back from Harper's Muff. Easily, Jerry has some of the best lines ever on Twitter, wherever. The Dragon Glass line in the Pats fan video is genius, but the Harper's Muff line is his greatest ever.
It is. It is.
I see what you're saying about the punt returning, because what if they do throw Dorsett back there and he coughs one up, like Deion Lewis did in the divisional round against Houston? We don't, like Gillislee, we know he's got a burst and he's a big bad man, but what if he puts the ball on the ground?
What if?
Brady to Cooks their first. I think that's going to be hot.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think they've been.
They got good corners in KC, but
they do. I mean, they're going to go opposite, Marcus Peters, whoever is covering the slot on the other side. I mean, you're just going to attack them. And I think, Kelsey's the one you got to take away on the offense, which I expect we'll see our friend Patrick Chung, if he's not sitting in his car while his wife's pumping gas, will be covering Kelsey.
Does that mean something, or is that just
I don't know. I just threw it in there. So they have some pieces, but again, I think you're right. They went back. Right. They're on Chris Connolly now on the outside.
Yeah, their offense, it doesn't scare me because you lose Spencer Ware, now you got Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can't handle Chris Conley and Kareem Hunt, knowing that they're going to have to prepare for Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, I think the special teams, which were surprisingly wonky last year for A, a Patriots team, and B, a Super Bowl champion, if they can't lock down Tyreek Hill on his punt returns, on kickoffs and punt returns especially, and if they don't, you just stop that. You don't let Kelce beat you in the middle of the field, and you don't let Tyreek Hill run one back. And if you do, then I think you're basically putting restrictor plates on that very conservative Chiefs offense. And now you just got to put up mid-20s, and I think the Patriots can take this home. That said, you're going to get opening night Brady, dude, and he's going to be.
And the Patriots are sitting on some surprises with, Cooks and Lewis and White and Burkhead. And, I mean, the Chiefs aren't going to know what's coming at them at all.
Burkhead.
And that's when it's going to be.
Burkhead.
It's going to be on.
Burkhead is on. I'm just saying it right now. I'm so excited to be wrong and have you guys throw it back in my face next week. But I think it's Burkhead.
All right, I'm noting it. We'll
right now.
We'll review it on Pat Show next week.
Please, by all means. All right, there's my hot take. I think it's going to be Patriots. I got Patriots 30, Chiefs 20.
I said 27-24 Patriots. I think a little
that's closer.
Yeah, kind of a weird one. I think the offense doesn't quite hit 30. I don't know. I just think it's going to be a weird game. But
yeah? What's the spread in the game? Is it about 9, I think?
Marie, where's our stats?
Yeah, Diane. All right, Diane is efforting to get that. Thank you very much. She'll have that for us in moments. And by moments, I mean I should have looked it up before the start of the show. All right, there's our hot takes and our predictions for the game. Now, Hot Takedown, one of our favorite segments in the show. This week, it's tangential to the Patriots, but it's very relative to everything that goes on, or at least the reputation that's been built in Foxborough over the past couple of years. So without further ado, let us bring you to this week's Hot Takedown. Everyone, 1, 2, 3. Hot Takedown, yeah.
Take it down.
I'll have what she's having, a hot takedown. Wow, that could get weird. I didn't expect that to get as weird as it. Yeah, so we would just, like we were both hammered, and then we're in the middle of splitting a steak and cheese, and she just threw me for a hot takedown. Okay, this week, the thing that's driving me crazy has actually just blown up over the last 24 hours, and of course, it's what we're calling Applegate. That would be the Apple Watch scandal with the Red Sox receiving inside information, that somebody is relaying information from the field into the dugout, and it's on an Apple Watch, which is like the douchiest way you could possibly steal signals, right? Seriously, do you know anyone that wears, do you know any Apple Watch people?
Maybe. I don't want to call them out on Pat's show.
Does your wife have one, and she's going to be pissed that you threw her under the bus?
She might want one now. I don't know.
So that's just me. I'm an old-fashioned timepiece. I'm not a chronologist.
Flip phone.
Yeah, I'm an old. Yeah, I got my flip phone. I got my walkie-talkies and everything. So now, of course,
got to throw the Patriots in. Got to oh.
Right. Why does it have to go Pats? I mean, we know why it has to go Pats.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's going to have to go Pats. Like, oh, the Red Sox learned it under, tutelage under Hoodie from that cheaty bastard. Yeah, from Belichick. Listen, take all of your the Patriots influenced the Red Sox, and the Red Sox learned how to cheat from the Patriots takes, and shove them straight up your green monster. I want absolutely nothing to do with it. Blow it out your Lansdowne. Suck it, Wally. I want nothing to do with it. No, I don't. Like the only crossover I want between the two is when Red Sox players show up in the sidelines for Patriots playoff games, or when the Patriots walk out of the Green Monster holding Lombardis on opening day at Fenway. Because otherwise, no, there's nothing to do with the two of them. One is the greatest coach ever. The other is John Farrell. No.
Nothing's going to rain on my week this week. I could care less. The Red Sox could murder someone on the field, and I'd be like, hey, good for you, Red Sox. It's Patriots week. Whatever, Red Sox. You got your own thing. Good luck. Good luck handling all that. We'll figure it out after we get going, Patriots.
Right, exactly. It's like just because we all live in Westeros, like take care of your own house, bro. We're on Game of Thrones, but our house has nothing to do with you. So keep it to you and yours and the rest of the national media. Exactly.
Thank you.
All right, so we gave our predictions.
Yeah.
I got 30-20 and you've got 27-24. Now, the one thing I think everyone wants to know, not just the score of the game tomorrow night, not any celebrities that are going to surprise us and pop out of like the different. For all we know, those footballs are going to explode and different celebrities will come out of them. Who knows? Maybe some dancing Gronk bots. Maybe Elon Musk is involved. Who knows? What is Bill Belichick going to be wearing for opening night? And if there's one person we need to go to, it is the authority. That's right. The man who keeps one of the best. What would we call it?
I curate the Bill Belichick hoodie database. It says it curated. There you go. I call it curation. It's kind of like a museum, you know.
That is whoever did the Zom Brady picture did that picture of Belichick on the hoodie database.
Yeah, that was.
That's
me.
the most Palpatine. You drew that?
That's my Twitter handle, little Belichick head from something way long ago that I've always used as my Twitter handle, and I can't change now. So I just threw it into a hoodie and. Threw Pat's propaganda on there, and yeah.
Oh, dude, that's epic. I love that. That's so Palpatine. Like in Revenge of the Sith, when when Mace Windu almost kills him, and he ageifies right there. Ah, yes, very good, my young.
Absolute power.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry. Let's talk some hoodies here.
All right, so you've curated the hoodie database for years.
Yeah.
You actually have the stats,
we gotta get this
and
one
figures on what outfits Belichick has worn when and what he wears most often.
Okay, so this one is the one he's famous for. That's the one he's got in there, all right? And so
look at this.
We're just going to give a little quick preview here of the season because this potentially could be a monumental season in terms of the hoodie database. All right, so everyone knows this one. It's what he's famous for. If you look right at the top of the list, the gray Reebok cut, because he got the sleeves cut off, hoodie, 42 games, 32-10. He did wear it in the Super Bowl 46 loss, which was kind of disappointing. It was the last time he was ever going to wear it now that they use the Nike stuff. But the big news this year, all right, is that
now it's not Reebok anymore, so he can't wear that. It's
so
Nike.
The big news is this one. This is what he's been really his primary one since 2013, and this is
what do you call those?
The hot jacket.
Hot jacket.
You know, because when it's hot out, you need a hot jacket. And another side note, wore this in the last Super Bowl. Some reason ripped this off. I don't know why. It's one of the great mysteries of our time.
The Pat the Patriot?
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. And some people are like, he just inside outed it. No, he did not, my friends, because then it would have been on his right breast. So this is the hot jacket. It's the one he's been wearing. It's currently sitting at number 2. And if you look at the games right now, you got 42-33. He has 9 games. So in 9 games, if he wears it in 9 games this year, if the weather, with climate change, it seems like it's a possibility.
Whoa, easy there. Hold on a second.
He could surpass.
I want to see actual proof.
So this is the big news this year. 25-8. I mean, it's a pretty close record to what he has in the regular one. But that's our season. This season. Be on the lookout for the hot jacket. I think he's going to wear this tomorrow night. He's worn it.
It's a multi-seasonal.
And it's got pockets. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful jacket. They don't sell them anymore.
If he wants to have like a nice little sweat pregame, maybe that's a classic something that you would wear if you're trying to make weight. Hey, I'd also like to welcome you to the streets of Brazil because now we've got dogs wandering around set here. Everyone say hi. This is great. We got our rally dogs in full. Take care.
How we roll.
There's Dion Lewis, everybody. There goes Dion Lewis. Thank you. This is our first Celebrity Patriots cameo in the show. Dion Lewis.
Is. Well, that's it. So
right,
be on the lookout for the hot jacket this year. That's a big news.
So it's the hot jacket. You're predicting the hot jacket. So now he would have to wear it 9 times, Mrs. Miller.
9 times.
9 times with the hot jacket. Yeah. 9 times. He'd have to wear the hot jacket 9 times.
Be on the lookout, yeah.
And he can't wear the Reebok hoodie anymore.
Yeah,
it's not
these
like
are all done. And they'll come out with a new hoodie this year that I don't know, we'll see how he wears it.
So
every year they put out a new one.
One is cut, one is not. You know, my least favorite one, and you've obviously got it outlined, the 2016 blue hoodie. Oh, 3-0 last year.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. There you go, SB42. He's 3-3 in red, though. That was not the only time he wore red, but it was the only time it was cut.
you remember back to that game that supposedly happened when you saw the red hoodie on the sidelines?
It's the same thing with the goo and the white jerseys. They instantly uneasy of what the hell's going on today? Like, why are we doing this?
It would be like if Belichick, what could he possibly wear tomorrow night that would throw you off? Like, does he ever do long sleeves? Like long sleeve T-shirts?
No,
occasionally?
he'll wear the hot jacket sometimes with a long sleeve underneath. We're really going down the wormhole here, folks.
But you curated the damn database, so it's nothing but wormhole.
I do have
it's all wormhole.
So yeah, that's so I think each week we'll say, hey, this is one that he wore, and just mention it, and so it's very exciting.
We'll update the hoodie database throughout the season, and of course, if you notice some wardrobe discrepancies or malfunctions, or want to get some insight on what Belichick's wearing, or anything statistical or related to the wide world of Pat's propaganda, you can follow my boy over there, Mike D, at Pat's Propaganda, and of course, I'm always ready with nothing hilarious, mostly just the hyperbole, the hoopla, and the hot take. There's nothing hilarious at all whatsoever. The wide world of inappropriate in-game Foxborough analysis at Fitzy, GFY, and more. Okay, so we're going to be giving you guys all sorts of fun stuff during the season. We got the electro breakdown zone right there when we run back the plays.
We got the Chiefs ready to go. We're going to break down some plays next week, and we got lots of fun planned.
Yep, we got videos we'll be running every week, new and unique content integrated into the show, which is new and unique every week. Up there you can see, I don't know if you can see a little bit, there's a little bit of a chalk scoreboard over Mikey's shoulder right there. That up there for our very own, he's the Statler and Waldorf of the show. He is our Triumph the Insult comic dog. He's the spirit fanimal of Patriots Nation. There it is right there. Fitzy's Kana, everybody. That's where that's where Fitzy Puppet will do his best work. And I guarantee you he is going to have a scorching review of Patriots Chiefs, which will bring you next week on Tuesday. So episode 105, the 5th episode in, the second actual regular season episode will air next Tuesday, and then of course be available on Facebook, the YouTube, Townie News, and Pat's Propaganda
everywhere
thereafter. And then once we get through week 2, we're going to settle on a regular date. We'll have a regular time all through the season. We're going to have special guests. We're going to be doing remote episodes, live music. Some of the greatest tailgaters in Patriots history will be joining us. And
we want to hear from you guys too. Reach out to us. There's stuff you want to see. We're open to suggestions. We want this to be a fan-friendly show. We love the fans. We are fans, and that's where we come from and where we create this show from. So
that's why we made the show. That's what we need. That's what you guys deserve. So, my friends, have a great kickoff game. Do not worry about calling the doctor if your Brady boner lasts 4 hours or longer. That's what it's supposed to do, but no need for that little blue pill. Just medicate it 16 ounces at a time. And if you happen to be down at the stadium tomorrow night, I will be broadcasting live with my radio partner, Maddie Blake, on the Maddie and Nick Show from 107.3 WAF. We're going to be at Howl at the Moon at Splitsville, the bowling alley next to the CBS scene. Mike D is going to be hanging out over there with us as well. So if you want to come by and do some GFY and propaganda, we'll be there. Otherwise, guys, have an awesome kickoff. Go Pats. The Blitz for 6. Eat a bag of 6 is on. And now, a little behind the scenes for our end of show moment of Zen, the construction from where they will reveal Banner 5 tomorrow night.
It's coming.
Look at that. In just 30 seconds, the mad geniuses at the Patriots media department. This is the best tweet video sex that you can possibly have. Look at that. And it's done. And that's where it'll be revealed. I can't wait. We'll see you tomorrow night, Animals. Go Pats!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!